Greetings everyone, we are a team from Jingxing Academy. This is Athena.
Elena.
Morris.
Our design product is Smart Shoes. For our presentation of Smart Shoes, we will separate our showcase into 5 categories or topics, which are: first, the concept development of how we came up with the idea. Second, the functionality of our product that we've created. Third, the design and blueprints of our Smart Shoes. Fourth, the ideas which supports our product's functionality and details regarding it. And lastly, the in real-life usage and market for our product and its targeted audience.
And before all that, first we have to mention the general goals of our product and limitations. Boundaries that our smart shoes, how to maintain and conform to. First is that the shoe has to be light enough for our targeted audience to be able to wear comfortably like normal shoes, which meant we are unable to pack advanced machinery that may add too much weight to the shoe. Then is the comfortability of the shoe, which meant that the general shape of our smart shoes should follow the shape of modern shoes, and due to their proven comfortability in its model and proven ergonomic shape. And these two aspects contributes to both its ability for the person to walk and stand due to its design shape, which our shoes should conform to.
Next is how our shoes should be mass producible, which limits our shoes to not have technology that's either too expensive for our targeted audience or includes machinery that's too delicate for it to have a chance to be mass producible instead of being one of a kind. We also believe that the customizability of our product is also important due to its targeted audience, which in general contains people with disorders or elderly people who have different needs that requires custom tailoring in order to cater to their own problems. As both an extension to our point regarding mass production and an additional idea, the smart shoe in general should only require one CPU or central chip to both decrease its cost and difficulty during production and also allowing for an easier transfer of data that's recorded by our shoes and sent it to its users' phones.
This is our product's concept development. Every product has a problem that needs to be solved. For our smart shoe, the first problem that came to our mind is that for one of our catering market bases, who are the elderly people, have dementia and challenges they face in their everyday life. One of the greatest problems that these elderlies have is that they are prone to wander off to places where either they have no recollection of where they were or how they were able to get there and how they were able to go back. To solve this problem, we came up with the idea of adding a tracking device which allows other people, either medical workers or friends and families, have the ability to track them down and prevent them from dangerous scenarios.
Another problem that the elderly face is that of their vulnerability and fragility, which meant that they are prone to accidents that they themselves are unable to recover, for example, a fatal trip when walking or a sudden slip during a rainy day. All of this proves the importance of constant surveillance and monitoring of an elderly person's health situation, aka heart rate, blood oxygen, and pressure areas of the feet, and a trip detector in order to give a notification to immediate family when fall is detected.
This is our Smart Shoes product's function. The way we've designed our smart shoes and the inside mechanisms within are that first, a heart rate and oxygen monitor to monitor the user's health state. Second, fall detection monitor that sends a notification to either the caretaker or family about the incident. Third, a GPS tracker system within the shoe that can help family to track down the user when lost. And last, pressure detection shoe sole, which allows monitoring of pressure allocation when walking or standing. This is our product design and plan. The design that we've drawn up for our smart shoes can be divided into 5 major parts.
The 5 parts include: First, heart rate and blood oxygen detection and receiver can get its data through the thin skin of the bottom side of one's feet, which allowed for successful monitoring of these bodily functions. Integrated models, which mainly includes a fall detection system, which relies on either sudden change or momentum or sudden detection of large impact, which can all be factors of fall detections. It also includes the central CPU, or the brain of where everything runs on, and also connects all the systems together into a connected running device as a whole, and also gives the shoe the ability to transfer data and important information to the user and the people who are either looking after them or taking care of them as a whole. Another aspect of the integrated models is that it is interchangeable, and it allows these shoes to change its functionality, which allows of infinite possibilities that can be utilized to cater to different people with different kinds of body structure and different sets of challenges and problems to face.
Third, the sensor sole in general includes and provides all of the built-in sensor technology that allows our smart shoe to have its functionality and is the core of our invention. It also contains most of its difference when compared to a normal shoe by having technology capable to aid elderly in their daily lives. 4. As for the capacitor, it is used to store extra energy that can be used while idle like sitting or standing. Also, by putting it at the heel, we can make it less prone to impact when compared to other places.
5. To the power generation device. With all these monitors detecting information or waiting for something to happen, all of this takes energy or electricity. The way our smart shoe works is through each and every step it generates storable energy that allows it to build up and transfer energy that's enough for each module or part of the shoe to work in tandem with one another. From this bottom side up point of view, which includes the parallel 4-gear sets, it shows by using a shoe's own movement and momentum to generate energy, it allows the shoe to not need to be charged and also makes it safer by decreasing the chances of failure, like overheating, which can be dangerous to the user by not letting large voltage of electricity to flow through each part continuously. Our theological and technological principles behind our product. This is an in-depth description of how the motor or power generation device of our shoe works. The energy generation process is first initiated through the pressing down of a pressure plate at the bottom of the shoe as counteracted by a spring. Then through the downward force exerted onto the pressure plate, it moves the cog that is connected to it, which in turn turns the smaller cog at an even higher speed. With 4 sets of small cogs turning at a high speed, then it is attached to an electromagnetic induction system, which allows it to generate power with the physics of a windmill, but by replacing the wind with the walking force of its user. By using this, it allows the shoe to achieve a continuous supply of energy that can be used to support all of its systems and sensors alike.
For the benefits of a heart rate blood oxygen detection receiver is that it can detect problems like chronic diseases and excessive arrhythmia before anything happens, and it can also detect whether or not your respiratory system is problematic.
The benefits that a smart shoe sole can provide is that due to its customizability, it can help problems like flat feet and prevent uneven pressure onto the ground that can cause damage to the feet.
For the usage scenarios and benefits, like what we have mentioned before, our products targeted towards people perhaps with neurocognitive disorders, the elderly, and other people with disorders or diseases, and help them with a tool they can use.
With that, we believe it can achieve having an advanced prevention of possible dangers and also reducing the risk of these patients.
With all of this, we thank you for listening to our proportion of our product. smart shoes.